Now it's a Monday, and on Mondays we kind of focus on motivation. Why? Especially during times like this at the beginning of the year, everyone needs a little extra spice to sort of brighten themselves up, especially if they've been questioning themselves about what to do next. On Motivation today, we are joined by Martha Peter. She is a visionary learning and development strategist. She has a really impressive track record spanning over a decade, and she's been shaping professionals and coaching individuals into better forms of themselves. I need this myself. A lot of packaging going on here. What's bubbling under the surface, especially when it comes to building confidence? And that's what we're discussing today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Titi.
Now, I know that there's an ongoing theme for this month. You want to touch on that theme with us?
Okay, that's unleashing your best self beyond resolutions.
Resolutions that people have been writing down for decades and probably not really done much about.
Exactly.
All right, but then there does seem to be a lot of issues with self-esteem and maybe even some imposter syndrome going on with a lot of people.
Yes.
You know, why do you think that is?
I think it boils down to different factors.
Okay.
But there's always a story for everyone who you see. You see a human being that is well created by God and does not have confidence in certain things. You're wondering what happened. So when you take time to talk to them, you discover that different stories, different things have happened, traumas, devalidation, you know, criticism and all that. One story comes to mind. I would like to share a story about Alex.
Okay.
So that's not the real name anyways.
Okay.
So he's in the corporate organization, normal company, like you work normally in Nigeria. Alex is someone who is handsome.
Okay.
A handsome guy, and he doesn't even know it. You tell him 100 times you're handsome, he doesn't know it.
Okay.
And then he's always criticizing his work.
Okay.
No matter what he does well, this is okay. He feels he can, not the one of you challenging yourself for betterment.
Okay.
He just criticizes even the best work that every colleague could appreciate.
Okay.
And when you look at it closely, and he was able to share his story, one of the things discovered was that Alex had parents who were given to perfectionism.
Okay.
So they were always criticizing. They never told, they don't use those words, maybe like the normal African house where you don't say I love you often. So they don't really say I love you. Nobody has ever told him he looks good.
Wow.
So, you know, he grew up thinking he's just he's just like every normal guy, ugly and, okay, not normal guys are not ugly, but he felt he was, you know, just there. And if there were times that he said he was punished for the things he didn't do. So he had fear of expression. So it really affected him in the office space. He can't walk up to his boss and make demands. He would rather, you know, just cave in and, you know, do all sorts of things. And so when you look at that kind of story, Alex is not what I'm talking about today. Alex is somebody who is now a go-getter. He knows he's handsome. And he's in a marriage that is beautiful. And you know, something changed. He came back becoming a transformed person. All right. You know, there were certain things too that went into place. I don't know if I should go into that now.
I will go into that myself.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot for someone to grow up in an environment where they were not encouraged. And then suddenly they discover, or maybe someone gives them that insight into things that are actually great about them. I mentioned imposter syndrome before because I've actually sort of went through that at one point in my life as well. Thinking, you know what, why would anybody listen to me? Why would they want to buy my product? Why would they want to listen to my voice? What was different or special about me? But then again, with, you know, people like yourself, you know, working with people every day, there must be a process you go through to help people through that.
Of course. So what's like the things he did was clarity.
Okay.
So he joined a community, for instance, like you meet me and then that could be a community where he gained, now going back to Alex's story, he said he gained clarity about his strengths majorly and then clarified that some things were wrong in his past. There were things they spoke to him that became him, which was not him. He just had somebody else, which was Alex.
Okay.
And that was not Alex. So he clarified and, okay, this is where it went wrong. These were the things they told me. And then, okay, from that, there were positive affirmations given to him.
Okay.
So he declares in the morning, okay, I'm better, I'm this, I'm that. And then he tries it to say something good about himself, and people validate it. It's like, it's working.
Okay.
You know, so he started saying no to doubt and then started embracing failures. When he fails, he says things like, I dey learn.
Okay.
You know, he now sees it as a learning process, not that that's the end of the world. People fail, that's how we learn. So there were things, and then he cared for himself. His dress style changed, his dress sense.
Okay.
It's important though, like people should dress well. You should have a good outlook. It makes you comfortable. So he started showing for them, like, Alex, these things are showing. And before you know it, he was now challenging himself for some task.
Okay.
And then he was giving results. This tells in the kind of decisions he made. He was confident enough to marry the kind of person he wants to marry.
Wow.
And Alex is me.
Alex is you?
He's me. So that's my story. I'm just using Alex because I wanted everyone to listen.
Yeah.
So I was that. That was me growing up. That was me not being validated. That was me who went for promotion. I knew that I could be promoted, you know, and then I had demands to make. I talked to bosses who were not giving me my... Everybody was like, this is not the matter we knew back there, you know, from my first work. But by the time I was on my third work, everything had changed. And I could set a goal. I want to be on TV, I want to be on radio, and I'm on TVC.
All right.
So
you're right here. You're on TV sharing now.
Yeah.
And you look amazing. You sound amazing.
Thank
and the
you.
confidence with which you're telling that story
Thank
is also
you.
great. Now, there's someone watching out there who is just starting that journey of realization or discovery that, you know what, I can do it. I can make it. This is my year.
yes.
When you meet with them, what are the first things you ask them to do?
Okay, I tell them to first look inward
Okay.
and know that they are beautiful. The first process we want to know is that clarity. I want you to clarify that you're beautiful indeed. And beauty is not by the skin color.
Okay.
Beauty is not by
Makeup.
like the touch-up that I did now. That's not, this is just, of course, to look good on TV set, but that's not me. So we try to bring out the beauty from what is in them, which is values, strengths, virtues. Some have good character. You point their attention to that. When you're able to do that, you now take them through the healing process. Sometimes some need to heal from traumas. So you need to say it, you need to confess it, or affirm it, agree that you have certain things to work on.
Okay.
So you have a character flaw, we say work on that. You have a strength flaw, work on that, if there's anything like that. So we just pick your weaknesses, work on these things, because when you build skills, you build competence, it helps you. Then we now say, now start caring for yourself. What do you care for? You care for your growth, you care for yourself, because I have to be alive to deliver my own goals. So then you care for your people around you. Then you care for the work you are asked to do. When people are committed to service, it even helps them to boost their confidence too.
Martha Peter has given us some nuggets to chew on this Monday morning, I have to say. But hopefully there's someone out there that's connected with what you've said today. And if that's you, use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know as you tweet or post or X. How do they say it now? I don't know what they use now online.
X.
X, right? But all in all, we will continue with this series next week. Yes?
Yes.
All right then. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.